I want to talk about my most recent birthday handbag present. Hey y'all, I'm nikkiolukoya. If you are new here, welcome. I talk about all things luxury here, especially handbags. And we are in the month of October, so it is my birthday month, and I bought myself a really special gift. And if you've been here before, hey sis, welcome back. So I bought a handbag recently from Fashion File, and it may come as a surprise to some of y'all because I did say in one of my videos, oh, I don't know whether it's my style. I'm not sure whether the Murakami stuff is all kind of hyped up and this, that, and the third. I really, but sometimes you kind of go back and you eat your words, right? And so I really started seeing all the vintage stuff. And I said, okay, these are actually not so bad. I really do still want the new release Murakami Speedy Multicolor. I still want that. Right now, it is a price gouge, and I'm not interested in giving all my money away because people want to charge it for double what it's worth. I'm just not going to do that. And I'm filming out in natural lighting today. Hopefully you guys can see, and hopefully the colors come up the best way it can. I'm not going to waste any time. Let's kind of get into the details of my purchase. This is the Vintage Speedy 30 Takashi Murakami in the Noir color. And I picked this up from Fashion File. And let me get my phone so I can tell you all the details. Just give me a quick second. Okay, so the details of the handbag is that I got it from Fashion File, Monogram, Multicolor Speedy 30. I'm sure y'all are not new to this, but it was new for me. And the year of this handbag and the condition. So it says that it does show wear because it did show wear, corner wear, faded areas, discoloration, patina of the vachetta, edge wear marks, liquid marks, splitting. The hardware does have scratches, some tarnishing, some plating wear, some pitting. The handle does have surface wear, edge wear, scuffs, wear at the resin, glazing, darkening, patina of the vachetta, liquid marks and marks. In the interior has surface wear and marks. This handbag is from the year 2006. And I guess Louis Vuitton is, yeah. So that's really the details and the condition and the year of this Speedy. And one thing I learned about the multicolor is that it does come in different color patterns, right? And so I watched a lot of content and a lot of videos about like the cargo pocket in the front and trying to get the right color combination and to try to make sure that you're picking the handbag that has the colors that you want, because there's different colorways of this handbag. So I wanted to get the one that had the green and pink on the cargo pocket, or yellow and pink, or purple and pink. And in combination with that, I wanted to have like the pinks on the corners. I didn't want a lot of purple or a lot of blues or a lot of white. And so I think I got the perfect color combo for me that I wanted. And honestly, I actually really did love the patina and the darkening. I think it is just dark enough because sometimes the newer vachetta against black, I just feel like it's such a huge contrast. I will struggle to style it, that I really felt like I wanted to get enough patina, where I think this is going to be a really easy bag to style. I really do love the darkening of it. Now, I did pick up these handbag handle covers. I got them from off of Amazon, and I got it because, like the description did say, it doesn't have any glazing on the handle. So when I would hold it, I don't know, I'm just very sensitive to like texture and things, and I just felt like it just felt weird against my hand, right? So I said, okay, let me go ahead and just pick up these handles, and it adds grip, it provides enough friction, and it is actually a really good detail. I actually got this in the color beeswax, and I got this in the color black. Beeswax is very similar to treated vachetta. So if you own a P9, this is a pretty close match to the treated P9 vachetta. And I like the darkening. Now, when it mentioned the splitting, it mentioned it because here, right in here, if I can get you to see, yeah, there. Yeah, the splitting was there, right into this little space. And the one thing about the new release is that it's in silver hardware, which kind of turned me off at first. But like I said, I am getting more open to silver hardware. And I honestly do like the cargo pocket. The new release doesn't have that, right? But it does still have the corner hardware, which I do love. I love gold with this patina and this black. It to me, this is really, really good. If you're not able to get your hands on the new release Multicolor Speedy, I really feel like the vintage is the way to go. I want to say I can see my, let me look at my fashion file again. So on Fashion File with taxes and everything included, I spent just under 2,000 for the handbag, which I think is a really good deal. I have seen these vintage bags upward into like 3,500, and I know that the better the condition, of course, the higher the price will be. But mine does have some wear and it does have some patina, which could be a turn off for some buyers, but it wasn't a turn off for me. So I think I got a really good deal. Let's go ahead and do like a little quick bag tour. So I did put some charms on here. If you check out my short, this is my lemon air tag. This is actually the um, charm from my flight mode. And then I have this. This is actually a keychain that I made into, it says Libra because I'm a Libra. It's a keychain that I made into a charm. And I just kind of like just stick it all right here like this. And I think it just looks good. I think the yellow plays up a lot on the yellow on the bag. The gold, I thought was a really good combination. And don't be confused or feel like you're being misled, because all the content creators who are saying that this bag is heavy, they ain't lied. They're not lying. This bag is heavy. I don't have anything in here and it's heavy. I put in a base shaper, and I have maybe like paper, like stuffing, because it did have a little bit of a smell when I got it. So I had to air it out, put it outside, put some stuffing in here to kind of bring down the smell. It's not as bad as my popping cork bag that I have back here, but there's still a smell nonetheless. But I think most of it is out. The popping cork still has to air out a little bit more so I can start wearing it more. But on the inside of the bag, that's just my base shaper and some newspaper, and then I have some receipts. And I did get a bag light for it because it does get dark. It's not like the new release where it's black all the way inside and out. So I do appreciate that it is lighter, but it can get a little dark in here. So I did get a bag light for it so that I can have some more light in here. Got that from Amazon as well. And so I do keep, this is part of the insert that came from one of my bag organizers, because I do like the slouch of these bags. I don't want it to sag. I don't like a saggy bag, but I like a slouchy bag. And sometimes the organizers make it too like non-slouchy, and it does add additional weight to the bag. And I don't want it to be any heavier than what it is. So I like to use this, and I just put all my usual essentials in here, and then I can just throw everything else in. I have my bag light, and so it all kind of just works out in that way. It did come with the clochette, but the clochette is in such poor condition. I already don't really use the clochette very much, like even on my Hermes bags, but it's in really, like, really bad condition. I don't know if you can, it's gonna focus. You see that? And it was in the picture, so it's not new. It just doesn't look as like pretty. The keys are in here. What did I even do with the lock? I just thought about that. These are the keys. Is there a year? Does it do it like Hermes? And they give you not a year, like a number. I don't know what I did with the actual. Did it not come with the lock? I don't remember if it came with the lock, but I do have the clochette. But now that I think of it, I don't know whether it came with the lock. But anyway, I love how it does have this little attachment here. You're supposed to, oh, it is a needle lock because it goes in here and then you use the key to free it. Okay, we figured that out. But yeah, so this still works out pretty well. You're supposed to squeeze it and it opens. I haven't put anything yet in the cargo pocket, but I think if I was to put anything in here, more than likely it'll be my AirPods, because the AirPods are one thing that I know that I like to reach in my bag to get out the fastest. So it's a pretty sizable pocket. And I will probably just put my AirPods in here if I need to, or my wallet, just to have quick, fast access if I need anything, because I do tend to wear my AirPods a lot. So right now I just left it open. You can leave it open, but the condition isn't totally terrible. Sometimes I would prefer the listing to make the bag sound worse than it is, so that when I get it, it's actually not that bad. So it did mention the corner wear of the gold. And it's not that much, really. It's not, I mean, this bag had a life before me. And I really think that the most important thing to me was the vachetta leather. And what was important to me was making sure it didn't have like a lot of staining and residue inside the bag, and that the canvas was in pretty good shape. And I feel like I don't have a lot of chipping of any of the multicolor. I have a little bit at the top, if you can see. Right there. Very little. The canvas is actually in really, really good condition. And to me, that's what matters the most. And on the inside, I don't have a lot of residue, so that's even better. They said that it did, but it actually doesn't have any. And it does have a little bit of a smell. I can't deny it. It has a small smell that we're still working our way out of. I did put a dryer sheet in and whatever I can do to try to get most of the smell out. But overall, I'm very happy with this purchase. To me, Fashion File has always been my number one go-to in getting my pre-loved handbags. And I was so happy when this color combination came up, because they have so many different ones, but it wasn't what I wanted. And a lot of the times the condition wasn't what I wanted, or the vachetta leather was still too bright. And so, yeah, it was a perfect, perfect buy for me, for my birthday gift from me to me. And I'm just excited about using it. You know, I'm due to travel and I really can't wait to use this for travel, because it is quite heavy. And I'm thinking this would be really good for traveling and really just going to work. Taking this on some errands or and all of that is probably a no, but I can see myself wearing this out to maybe like some, you know, conventions, some meetings and stuff like that. Anywhere where I can carry it and then set it down. But to have to carry it around and tote it around throughout the day, I think is a no-go, because it is quite heavy. And I just think that it'll look and feel a lot better sitting on my carry-on as I'm going through the airport. But this is her. This is my multicolor Speedy 30 in the Noir. And there isn't really much else that I want to get from the Murakami. I think I do want to try to get the Speedy 20, the cherries. I do like that. That's probably the last thing that I think I would get. But in the new release, the black new release multicolor, I think I like the multicolor, and I do like the cherries. Not really a fan of the cherry blossom, so that's kind of still how I feel about it. It hasn't really changed since my previous video, but I do like the multicolor with the black canvas, and I do like the cherries. And I'm still in my Speedy kick, thinking about doing a video about all my new Speedy bags that I've acquired since doing all my other videos. I may do one maybe this month or next time, not quite sure. But also, before I sign off with this, it did come with a dust bag. This is the old school dust bag, y'all. And it had a small smell of it too. I had to actually wash it about 2 or 3 times to get most of the smell out. Yeah. So the smell on this is actually gone, but this is the original dust bag from 2006. And so I think it's great when people buy their handbags and they keep everything, because this bag is from 2006 and they kept everything in pretty good condition. And so I'm really happy to have this bag as my birthday gift. Now, the bag of the day is going to have to be my Prada bag. And I don't know the name of this style. Hopefully I put it down in the description box below. But this is the bag of the day. I may switch out later on to my Damier Ebene, but I have been wearing this bag the past couple days. And this is the shiny blue Saffiano leather. And honestly, you guys, I have been trying to get the Louis Vuitton Vernice. I'm thinking about getting that. Comment down below if you have that handbag. I want it in either a red or that deep purple color. There's just a sentimental tie to that bag. And if I do acquire it, I will do a quick story time behind that bag and why I want it. But I am looking into getting the Louis Vuitton Vernice Alma bag in the BB size. First, I do want an Alma Nano, but not right now. I want to get the Alma BB in the Vernice or Vernis leather because it is shiny. It's very beautiful in either the red or the dark purple. But anyway, I have two crybabies that I'm looking forward to giving away or selling them off because I already have other crybabies that are the exact same. If you're into crybabies, shoot me a message on Instagram or on my email and we can arrange for you to get these crybabies. I already have these exact same ones. Honestly, I have two of these already. This is my third one. I keep buying them because I want to get the Bumblebee one that I haven't gotten yet. But if you're interested, this is one of them. It is not used. Me and my daughters did a blind box unboxing. And when we saw them, we were like, what? We already have these already. This was the third one. So me and my girls, we don't want them anymore. The other one, if you want to get one, is this one, the frog. I already have this already, and I don't want a third one. If you want a crybaby and you're interested in these, I will sell them to you for the price that they are supposed to be for, not for these jacked up prices that we bought them for, but I would like to get rid of them. We don't need them. I already have two of these already. I don't need a third one. So yeah, let me know. But anyway, thank you guys for joining my birthday gift video from me to me. And I'll talk with you back in my next one. Bye.